it is Susie and welcome back to the channel. It is Why Not Wednesday, and I will be kicking off a few Wednesdays like this for a few weeks anyway. And so I will be focusing mainly on Christmas since it's that time of year. And so I wanted to do a really fun make, super simple, super quick. And the inspiration came from Tailor Made Cards for You. Her name is Monica Taylor, and I will link the video that I watched in the description box. So I used a little different things than she did, but still yet the inspiration was drawn from her. She did use Tim Holtz paper dolls, and you know that is my favorite thing to play with. So these here are just super fun, and I thought these were great little just friend gifts, maybe the ladies at church, teachers, the kids could help make these. They're just super fun and super simple, and one thing they are is handmade, so everybody loves handmade. And so just very simple things here. And so I'm going to show you. I've just kind of used a little bit of everything, but I did them all the same way. So when we get into the make part of it, whether I used cardstock, patterned paper, or, you know, book page, I made them all the same way. So anyway, this here I made really simple. This was just some leftover paper that I had very little of. And so I did put a little sticker on the back of it, but it is so simple. It is just snow days, and I put a couple of stickers that were snowflakes, but just super simple. And then here is the make that we did that I will show you. Absolutely love, of course, playing with the Tim Holtz. But there is that, made from just an old book page. Here's another old book page. I didn't do any sewing on these. They are just simply, made without stitching. This is some card patterned, I believe this was from a 6x6 pad. So anyway, used it. This is called, it's Snow Time, I believe is what it's called. I've had this forever. And these little punch outs here. Just a super fun paper. And then here is this I actually used from the Somerset magazine. I just used one of their artist papers that they have in there that you can rip out. That is really what I used there. So very, very simple, guys. So fun, so easy, and just a fun little handmade quick gift for Christmas. So I was thinking you could even hang these on the tree if you had your ribbon just a little bit longer. You could just kind of hang them on the tree. Just fun gift. So let's get into the make. Okay, so let's get into making one of these pretty fun little bookmarks. So what I have used is just some old book page. And the standard size I looked it up for the bookmark is a 2x6. I looked up just to see what a standard size was. And so what I have is I'm going to be using a paper doll on this one. And I've got the little hats. These are just from Hobby Lobby. A lot of times these are 50% off, so you could get them for about $1.50. Matter of fact, last time I was in the Hobby Lobby, I've had these for a year or two. But the last time I was in the Hobby Lobby, they had all that 50% off. So I'm going to use one of the pocket, Tim Holtz pocket cards. And I've got some Hobby, well, this may not be Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure where this come from. The Maker's Holiday Ribbon. That might be Joann's. I probably got it on sale as well. This is just mostly stuff I've had in my stash. So, that's the one thing good about these little bookmarks. You can just use what you've got. So anyway, my book page, what I did was I actually just wrapped it. Now I've used the cardstock, and it's, you know, not anything real stiff, but by the time you get the book page on it, you're doing pretty good. It kind of stiffens it up, and then when you add all your little stuff to it, you've got a pretty good sturdy little bookmark. So I'm just putting a little glue on here, and what I have done is I've just simply kind of eyeballed putting it in the center. It's not a real big deal where you put it. I just try to get it straight so the book page does not look crooked, when you put it on. So I just wrapped my book page around is what I have done. Try to get a little on the edges there. And I just simply took it and wrapped it. And then if I wanted, I'm going to show you, because I tried to make it good and dry before I actually trim it off. But I have just kind of slitted this to where the edge is, because it's kind of hard to feel it. I bent it last time trying to feel where that little edge was, so to cut that. So I'm just going to get that nice and glued down. And this is going to be the side that I decorate, the side that actually has the seam on it. So that way that the back side is just nice and, all one look, no seam. So then, since I have it slitted, I can kind of see exactly where to cut that without bending my cardstock. So this one here is good and dry, and you can see my little slit there. So I'm just going to take this, and we're just going to cut that off. Okay, and then same way here, we're just going to take and cut it. Alright, so there is my... I think I can. I don't want to cut my whatchamacallit, because I don't want it smaller than the little 6 inches. So okay, so there we are. All right, so this will be my back side right here, and this is going to be the front side. Alright, so here's my little pocket card, and I'm going to cut the pocket card off probably right on the other side of this identification check. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm just going to cut that off. I might go a little bit further. I can't go 2. I might go to the 1.5. The 1.5 mark. Okay, and I'm not sure if that's 6. It is 6, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it just a little less than that. Okay. And I'm just taking off a little bit off both ends. I just don't want it all the way to the top. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, oops, I want to make sure that I've got this all stuck down here though. Okay. So there we are, and then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to cover up the seam right there. And then I'm going to take this little guy here with his snow boots and his little, and I'm actually going to leave his arm hanging out. That's going to be just fine. Alright, so let's get this one thing about the little bookmarks, they are quick makes, so you could make these really quick. I think the teacher gift is a great idea. It would just be quick and easy and nothing overly, overdoing it kind of, and cheap, because, you know, with stuff as high as it's getting to the point of ridiculous right now. And so it would be a little gift that did not cost you an arm and a leg to give to the teacher. So, and I always think handmade is better than store-bought myself. So, all right, so I'm going to leave his little elbow out somewhat there. I don't want it too far out, but I do want it out. Okay, so there he is. And so what I have done is, because I wanted to make a hat, I thought putting the little Santa hat would be fun on him. Now, I did this some time ago when I did a little tag recipe flip. And I got the idea from Ann Watkins from my Sophie's Notes group. She had posted on Instagram where she had used these hats on some Tim Holtz. And I just absolutely loved it. So that is where the idea came from. And anyway, I decided it'd be fun. So what I have done is to make it a little flatter, which I'm still going to have this to contend with. But I simply snipped this off the back. I couldn't get it pulled off. It was so stuck. So I did snip that off the back. And I pulled this white off of the front. And then what I have done to get the buffalo check, because I'm actually going to tie a buffalo check ribbon there. I just took my ribbon and went and cut it the shape of the hat, or the little, whatever you want to call it here, the little, whatever that is, on the hat. I know it's supposed to be, I mean, it's felt, but anyway, and then I just glued it. I simply just glued it on the hat. So that's pretty much how I've done that. And I'm actually going to glue that on there for him to have a little hat for Christmas. So let's do that. I do need some Fabri-Tac for that. So let's just, I think Fabri-Tac works best on the felt. My other glue just kind of absorbs in it. It doesn't really do anything there. So, all right, so he has his little hat. All right, and then I'm going to take, and I'm not sure, I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do right there, but I've got a little rub-on, just a Tim Holtz rub-on here. And I think I'm going to put that little star there. And all I'm going to do is put that on this little label. Now the little labels are also the Tim Holtz labels, where you can buy the pack of labels. That's where that has come from. So I just chose 'Tis the Season. And we'll get that rubbed on there. Okay. And then I'm going to rub that little star on there, since it was already on the whatchamacallit. All right, so I have to decide, do I want to kind of put that maybe like that? I kind of like that. I don't think I want it down here. I just don't think that would, well, it might. It might look okay. Like he's just kind of standing on it. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. We'll just have him kind of standing on it. All right, so there is 'Tis the Season. All right, guys, and there is my little my little bookmark. I've got to punch a hole in it and run my ribbon through, and I have misplaced my buffalo check, so I will have to find my buffalo check in the black ribbon. I think I probably put it back in the thing when I was cleaning up just a little bit. So I want to put another star as well, so I'm going to grab my rub-ons. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a couple more of the little stars. And let's just rub them on. Go. Okay, so I think that will work. Just like that. And let's get our hole punched here. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball center, and I am using the small side of the crocodile. And we're just going to kind of eyeball that. Whoops. Okay, and I'm just going to cut, and I'm cutting this a little long because it's hard to tie that ribbon if it's very short. And because it is a bookmark, I don't want to put a bow in it. I want it to be where it can hang out of the book. Okay. And then I just take it. Oops. I probably should have cut it just a little bit longer. And if I have trouble, this is usually what I do. I grab a pair of tweezers and just drag it through. Okay, and I want the knot to be, you know, closer to the top there. All right, so there's our little bookmark, guys, and I love these little things. They're so cute. Don't forget to check the description box for the link. It was tailor-made cards for you, Monica Taylor, and so just be sure and go check out her video as well. And anyway, guys, these are just fun, and you could always, put you another little label and have, your name here from, or even write a little sentiment on the back would be fun. So anyway, there you go. That fun, that easy. And guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.